Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
We just woke up, and apparently we've been a patient this whole time at the Cauldron Lake, whatever. I thought I heard somebody. Oh.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
There's a picture of the facility. Look, there's a typewriter on the desk. IV bag, probably being drugged up to calm him down because he's having crazy nightmares about his wife. There's his room. Wait. Creator's Dilemma. The engaging new book by Emil Hartman, Dr. Emil Hartman, whatever. The author of the best-selling The Creative Flow. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow explained in his own words. Creative flow, engagement therapy, and the flow. Now available in books. So he's a writer as well. Writing his own books. Emerson. Now, Emerson's room is cool because there's some Easter eggs in here. Let's start the simple one. Well, this is the outside window, of course, but it's got some food right there, some snacks. Look at that Night Springs poster. That's pretty cool. Night Springs, the video game. My Remedy. Night Springs, the video game. Now that's a game I'd like to play. And then another cool Easter egg right here. There's the video game right there, but look, check this out. This poster is Death Rally. Now, this is technically the first ever Remedy game. It's a top-down racer where you soup up cars and have like rockets and missiles and stuff. That was the first technical game they made, but under like the whole Sam Lake writer writing the games, he took over, and they made Max Payne 1 and 2, and then they made this Alan Wake game. But technically, this was the first one, Death Rally. So here's like an homage to Death Rally. And then there's a map of the whole Bright Falls area. And then this one right here is pretty interesting. So this is Emerson. He's one of the patients here, I think, if I remember correctly. Or is he? I forget who he is. But look what he's writing down on the board right here. There's a cloud above what it looks like to be this place. And there's a map of some sort. And it says dark on it. There's little pinpoints. And then there's some little images he drew out, like someone climbing across 2 different tunnels. And then there's someone with a flashlight putting the flashlight on the tree, and there's someone behind the tree in the shadows with an axe. And then there's another picture of the person with the flashlight beaming it. So it's almost like foreshadowing the events of the level. Pretty interesting. Of this level that's about to happen. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyways. That's locked, so let's follow these guys.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
So now we
This
know
way,
that all.
Alan.
So now we know that all his patients here are artists in some sort. Whereas Alan is a writer. We'll see who the rest of the patients are. And I'm gonna check out these other rooms real quick. Lane. This is Lane's room. There's some paintbrushes and an easel. Some canvases, so we can tell that this person in this room, Lane, is an actual artist. He paints. Not much going on in this room. Let's go check out the other room. I can't pronounce that name. And it's locked. Well, that was the end of that trip. This is Oh, he locked the door on me. He locked the door on me! And he's going in my room. What the hell's he doing in my room? This is Anderson's room. The Andersons, the 2 brothers that we saw at the diner, can't get in there. Here's another painting. This painting right here. Oh, this bear's pretty creepy. This painting right here always freaked me out. Look at this one. What does that mean? And who painted this? Pretty trippy. That's the outside. Okay, let's get in here. Elevator.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Whoa. Bomb shocker. This is Dr. Hartman's office, but it's locked. Another painting. So Alan's trying to grasp with the reality that the facts have just been thrown at him. This whole time, his wife died and drowned, and he's listening, thinking that dark forces have taken her. Every room is locked in
We
this
go this
place.
way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
So what do you think? You think he's telling the truth, or you think Alan's really seeing all this for real?
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Everything can explain logically. I don't know about that. Oh, look at that weird warping with the wall. Woo! Warping. That door's locked. Let's see if this door's locked. Oh, there's a coffee mug up there. Also locked. Somebody in there. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. TZ, in memory of a dear friend and poet. So, this memorial statue was put here, supposedly, in memory of a dear poet friend. And the initials of the quote of that person is TZ, so we're assuming it's Thomas Zane. And he wrote, "Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated." Interesting. Alright.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
And as you see, there is no cauldron. There's no Mirror's Peak. There's no cabin down there. It's gone. So is it true what they say? That it was actually swallowed up by the volcano? And there never was a cabin there in the first place? Well, there was one, but back when Thomas Zane was around. But there was never one after? Allison Wake never went to that cabin? Did she actually just drown? And then he was admitted to here? Did she drown somewhere else in the country? Perhaps in New York? And now he's here? We gotta keep looking. Jeez, this guy walks so weird up the stairs.
Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
That makes sense, that room with the storyboard of the game, and Night Springs the game, and Death Rally.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
That's pretty creepy. Got a long ass neck, this guy. That lady's pretty creepy. Oh, look at this.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things. A lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
So this is the guy who paints.
Well,
Look at that.
I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Look at him. He's painting Ellen. Scared. How creepy is that? Locked. It's a great view, that's for sure. That is a great view. Okay, so now we got a video game maker, we got a painter, we got Alan's a writer. These are all different types of artists living here. Who knows what she's capable of? Maybe she's a singer. Okay. Nurse. Lighthouse painting. Locked. Take that coffee thermos. That bear again. Locked. Just a poster. I already read that one. What does book say? Can't even see it. Front's locked. Let's just go down to... Oh, let's see if this is locked. Yup. That guy was watching me, man. Look at that painting. Damn. What the hell does that mean? Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' needs for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by the creative process. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged and sharpening them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. Well, he's got a whole method. He's written books about it. He's got steps for this process on recovery. This guy right here, man.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy. And you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had
place of
parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
Okay, they just revealed a
I'm tired, man. So tired.
they just knowledge dumped a
I-
whole bunch of stuff.
I want to go home.
They just finished saying right there one of their tour glory days was, on the tour with, fans and stuff. But they also mentioned Bob died of leukemia, which is the third member of the group. There was a trio, the old gods of Asgard. There was a trio. They just mentioned Bob had passed away from leukemia. And they're both brothers. So that's why the band disbanded, because they lost their third member from leukemia. But they also just knowledge dumped that they have a farm, and at the farm they get magical powers there from this drink they make. And this is Tor Anderson. He's, you know, the god of thunder in his brain. That's why he's got a little toy hammer, because he's not allowed to have an actual hammer. He's too old. And then this is Odin, the singer of the band, and they just knowledge dumped and said that, and they keep calling Alan Thomas Zane, right? Keep saying, "Oh, Tom," and they say, "Oh, you're the other writer." So they have somewhat knowledge of what's going on beyond their dementia, and apparently this place is drawn to creators who are gifted, such as them. They're musicians. Alan's a writer. That dude out there's a painter. The other guy over there makes video games, which I'm assuming he made this Night Springs video game, board game, whatever. And it gives powers to those who are creators. Now, they also mention a Baba Yaga, a witch, and so far we know that old lady, Barbara Jagger, might be the witch, and he needs to go to Cauldron, not Cauldron, they told Alan, you need to go to our farm to get your head straight, to remember what's going on. And Odin gave him one of the manuscript pages he found. He was hiding it. So we're going to read that manuscript page right now to see what the hell they're talking about. And Alan's buying into this now. He's like, yeah, I'm not crazy. Alice didn't die in the drown years ago, and I didn't lose my mind here. Like, this is all real, this is happening. And these two old dudes are just confirming it, even though they have dementia. And they keep calling him Tom, so let's see what's happening here. Let's read this manuscript page that Odin gave him. Thomas Zane's writing and assistant. Oh, they also said they gotta talk to the lamp lady, that the lamp lady will know more information on what's going on. He told Alan, you gotta find the lamp lady. So let's see what's going on here. Thomas Zane writing and assistant.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
So we're reading the manuscript page about Zane, and he felt his poems, because he's a poet, were taking shape. And then he kept typing, and then he's also being egged on by his assistant, Emil. But if you know, Emil is the name of this man, Dr. Emil Hartman. So is Emil the assistant of Thomas Zane back in the day? Things are starting to add up, sort of. And also get weirder. So let's see what happens. Let's keep searching for more answers.
Dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Alright.
But it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time, because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers, with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings feelings, so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either, because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them, because they're not scared of me. And everyone
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
I take 2 pills every morning, and 1 with every meal, and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
I always thought he was referencing, he said mullet time, but I think that was a reference to bullet time with Max Payne, where he goes into slow motion. So he's like talking to his perspective of a game developer, how they had to create bullet time. Just a little Easter egg. Still painting. Okay, let's go upstairs to our typewriter.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Whoa. Now he's saying he's been trapped in that room, and it's always dark, and the editor is an old lady, possibly Barbara Jagger, and she has a hole in her chest where her heart should be. It's a QR code. It's a weird night painting. Pretty dark in here without the flashlight, man. That door's locked. It's that thermos right here.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Interesting. So Emerson's room again. See, he's a video game maker. There's his storyboard. So it's like a kind of like a play on like, hey look, Emerson's making the video game of Alan Wake. That door's still locked. Is that the old lady's room? I don't know. Here's the painter's room again. Oh, let's go to my room.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I
Friendly poke from Mjolnir. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they? Ha ha! Nah!
What's going on down there?
Storm, I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. "Hey, Hartman, where's Al?" Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Interesting.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office suite from Sinclair.
They hit the guy late with a hammer.
Come out and face the music, Birch! It's time to pay the piper!
Birch is
Maybe
hiding
you
in there.
could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
We were on the road, man! You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal knave!
These guys have gone crazy.
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
He's probably kidding, Birch. He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
Oh. Oh, she's knocked out, man. That's probably attempted murder right there.
Children of the Elder
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
Children of the Elder God.
Wow, wow, wow! I wish I had my axe.
Ass.
Oh, memory and thought! Get black and clawed!
Children of the Elder God. Alright. Time to go to the next area. I got the keys now. Break into this hallway. That picture.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Uh-oh. What's up?
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Oh, so there's Hartman being pissed at Mott. For not doing his job properly. Look at these crazy paintings.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
before I check out the recording, look at these paintings. Looks like a Taken with an axe. A Taken with a wrench. A wolf. This is foreshadowing for another game. Remember this creature. Very foreshadowing in another game, which is so cool. Callback. A future game. I'll just say that. And there's more wolves. And then, ooh, look at that. Could that be the witch? Who is that? Can't tell, a crow or something. Another Taken. Crazy darkness. Who knows what that is? Let's see what the tape says.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Interesting. Well, since Alan Wake got here, that painter guy has been painting better and being more involved. It's like almost like they're feeding off each other's energy or powers, skills, if you will.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How are your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
So Agent Nightingale's still coming for Alan Wake. He's trying to get to him, but he can't now because he's admitted to this place. And Hartman's, not letting him go. FBI Agent Nightingale. Okay, it's time to get going. What's next?
Here. Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way, jerk. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. You what, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look. If you're one of those nurses, I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
Looks like Barry's in there. Another painting foreshadowing from a different game. Pretty cool. Let's go in there.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Grab this thermos. Okay, let's go in here.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Find a way out.
The Dark Presence just got Dr. Emil Hartman. Just took Dr. Emil Hartman away, the Dark Presence.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the writer hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
So there it goes. He literally did fall in that freaking lake after that darkness swooped up the other guy, and then here Hartman came on the boat and picked him up and took him here. What the hell's going on? Whoa. Paranormal stuff. Paranormal stuff. Okay. Most looks clear now. Whoa, shit. Can't hear the TV.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Well, there you go. He's no creator, and he's just using these people. But I can't hear the TV, that sucks. Wow.
Ow, ow! I'm here!
Oh goodness, finally the music stopped.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
It's the front door. Coffee mug.
Ow! I'm over here!
Suspended. Laura Miller, 1989. Wonder what that means. Look at that! The Dark Presence taking over the whole Cauldron Lounge.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al!
Thank
Oh,
you.
God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Now look at that room.
Come on, Al! We gotta go! It's not much of a maze! I made it through easy!
Gotta look around first. Oh. Okay. That fence don't look normal.
Oh, jeez, Al! The house Let's get out of here!
What am I trying to do? Gotta go to the maze.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Evil guys. Oh shit. Oh! He wasn't lying, they were right on me. Don't trust Emil. Yeah, Emil Hartman, we kind of know he's kind of a jerk. We kind of figured that one out on our own, huh? Dr. Emil Hartman. Wake sees the God stage.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
So he's talking about a structure he saw built. Perhaps I'll be up ahead. Okay, let's keep going.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
And he knew this was going to happen.
We don't want any fighting. It makes people mad.
Little gazebo. Look at all those birds everywhere. There's the lounge over there.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
bodyguard.
Trouble, and I don't have to punish anybody. This is just
Kill the bodyguard. Bodyguard's dead. So the bodyguard's dead, the kidnapper's dead. I'm pretty sure the nurse died too from that hammer blow to the head. Oh, coffee mug. So, one person left from this group is Dr. Hartman, assumingly. Then again, the shadow got him too, so I guess they're all gone. Another page, got a rifle now.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Well, Mott got taken as well. Birds, man, they're everywhere. Oh! Wow, they got me in 2 seconds. Gotta be careful. Do I not have any? No, I don't have any flares on me. Okay. Go. There's a flare I was looking for. Only one though.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Sounds like something that's gonna foreshadow. Or come to pass. Emil made Tom do it. So they know about Emil and Tom. And Emil made Tom do something with his bones. Just like Emil's trying to make Alan write with his manuscripts. There's a can. There it is. Okay. We're on the right path. Thermos right there. Let's grab that.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
So it's talking about Emil Hartman watching over Alan when he was in bed when he woke up. And his nose was still busted from the day before when Alan punched him in the police station. Even with all that restraint, he still wants Alan's gift of writing. He doesn't care how much Alan punched him in the face or refuses him. He will stop at nothing to get what he wants, which is Alan's writing. Why? We don't know yet.
You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it! I'm on it!
This guy always sneaks up on me, man.
It's gotta be here! Just hang on, Al! Oh, hey! Found a corner!
Where? Take that guy out first, he's annoying me.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Crash.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
The dark presence will not let him escape. Keeps trying to stop him every time he gets away. Thus, that rock slide just happened right there. Take a real quick break. 1 second. Okay, back from the break. Let's get back into it.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch! There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Well, there you go.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
And there's the Anderson farm of Tor and Odin Anderson. And supposedly here we will find clues to what the hell's going on. From something they wrote years ago. Let's keep going. Ooh! There's the lake over there. They lived right by the lake. Cauldron Lake. The darkness is taking out trees from the roots. Just to keep me away. Whoa! The old mine shaft, one of the mine shaft tunnels.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Okay, who is Walter? We'll find out. Thermos right here. Oh! Oh shit. Oh goodness.
shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Whoa! That's a big jump.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
We're just reading a page that might come to pass, where Nightingale almost put a bullet to Alan Wake while he was asleep. That takes a lot of restraint. So we'll have to see when that comes to pass.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
There we go. What's over here? Nothing? Nothing. I always like to come and check these areas out. I wonder what's over there. Bright light over there. Maybe it's towards the farm area. Okay, I need a flashlight. That's what I need. Oh! Is there something over here? Oh, just pure darkness.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Oh, flashlight. Just what I needed. Trust no one in the dark. Got that right. Thought it was like something.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your
Oh shit. I got no weapon. Ah! Ah! Oh, I couldn't do anything about it. Dang it.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Gotta get that generator started faster.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
No, no. Just can't do it. Whoa! Jeez. Damn! A lot of them. try a generator now. Where is it? It's over here. Ah! There we go. Look around and see if there's anything here I need. Just never know sometimes with these, I think we're good here. Okay, back to the top. Getting closer to the farm.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
It's a big, huge farm. It's a campground. Oh, heavy duty flashlight, hell yeah. Yes, thank you. Someone was camping out here. Coffee thermos. Just keep going.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
There's the cabin over there. There's the farm I gotta get down to. Dark presence trying to keep me away from my destination.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Wow.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Interesting. Let's see what he put.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
So basically the dark presence wants the story to have an end, so it can be let loose. Because right now the dark presence is only chained to the story of Alan Wake. It can't just take off and do its own thing, you know, across different states and all that. It's tied to Alan Wake's story. And it's waiting for Alan Wake's story to end. So what does that mean? Oh, I thought that was a person right there. Creepy bird. Finally, I got some flares, something to defend myself with. Oh yes, the bear traps that are highlighted in glowing white. I don't know why they did that. If they really wanted us to get stuck, they would have put those traps, you know, where you can actually get trapped. But seeing them with the white glowing light Not hard to miss. Why I say that and watch me get stuck in one of them. Shotgun, hell yeah.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
And a manuscript.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
So basically, when the dark presence took over the whole Quadrant Lounge, the Anderson brothers weren't afraid of it because they had fought it before. Yeah, because who knows was the lounge is probably consumed now by that whole darkness. Okay. Let's get that coffee thermos up there. This abandoned building. The Taken are filled with darkness. Interesting. Trap right there, gotta watch out for that. Got the thermos. It's down this hole. Nothing really. Okay, let's keep going. Wait, can I climb up here? Curious if I can climb up this thing. What's up here? Nothing really. Oh, don't wanna fall. Alright, let's keep going. Looks like more bear traps. Oh no. Ow! Ow! Oh, she almost pushed me off the edge. Jeez. Oh shit! This cabin kept me safe.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
And the farm is down there, so I'm getting closer to where I gotta go. Hello? Anybody home? Anybody
Hello?
home?
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? What? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
That did not sound like Barry. More batteries. A bear? What's a bear like that on the wall? That's so weird. More flares.
The front door was locked.
Oh, was it? Yes, it was. Alright, guess I'm going upstairs now. Can't really get away from that. It's locked. Okay.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Is he dead? So he was the dude from jail who was seeing stuff, and then he snuck over to the Anderson farm nearby to get that moonshine. Apparently that's gonna help me figure out what's going on, see clearly, because he wanted to know what's going on with his buddy that lived here, I guess. But the buddy must have been taken and killed him. Something like that. We shall see. We shall see. Where's the exit door here?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
So that TV right there of that flashback just really put things into perspective. So there he figures out that the story he's been writing inside the cabin is a horror story, and everything around him is dying in that darkness of that story that he's writing. And he realizes that Alice will never escape from where she is unless he writes her out of it. In order to write her out of it, he has to be the one to save her. So he wrote himself into the story. So maybe that's how he's able to come out of the lake. Because remember, he jumped after her when she went in. Maybe that's how he came out the lake. Now he's the protagonist, and what he's saying is he has to write the story to be true. He can't like cut corners, so he's got to write like cliffhangers and bumps along the way. So that's why the darkness is so powerful. It's stopping him everywhere he goes. But he also mentioned that he might have to sacrifice himself as the hero in order for the story to work. So he's willing to put his life on the line in the story that he's writing to save Alice. That's kind of crazy. If that's what's happening. He's saying he might have to become the hero of his own story, horror story, in order to save Alice. And that might cost his life. What was that?
Let me
You
guess.
got him.
Danny, huh?
That was his friend Danny that killed his friend upstairs. He became a Taken. So every time you see those TVs where he's talking to himself about the writing journey, those are those 2 weeks that he was missing when he went under the lake. And people couldn't, or I think it was a week or 2 weeks, I forget.
I could climb out through the broken window.
He was in that room with the typewriter writing this whole thing out. And now he's living it. Now he's living out that story that he was writing down there for a week or so.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
So one could assume that all these terrible things that are happening to everybody here, and people who are actually dying, is because he wrote them to die. And he had to write them to die, apparently, because if he didn't keep the story true, and if you try to fake the story, like, oh, let me just write a story, Alice gets out, it's over, the end, it wouldn't be true. The story wouldn't come alive, it wouldn't happen the way he wants. So he has to make the story as horrible and horrific as possible and dangerous as possible with people's lives at stake. So he's literally putting all these people's lives at stake just to get Alice back. So all these people being taken over by the Taken are actually dying, allegedly, supposedly, and he's the one that's caused all this in order to get Alice back. He's doing all this to try to get Alice back, and he's remembering all that by finding these pages. These pages are being dropped by that person in the sky, the light.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Yeah, so Hartman was freaking out when Mott gave him 2 more days to bring the manuscript. After the first meeting encounter failed. So Dr. Hartman was real pissed at Mott about that. But he told him, just go meet him over there down by the lake, and all this will be solved. But he didn't realize that the darkness was going to take over Mott and knock both him and Wake into the water. But he still got his way because he ended up going on the boat to capture him. See, Emil Hartman did not care about anybody but himself and his work. He didn't care that he sacrificed Mott to get to Wake, or any of his staff, or any of the other patients. Okay. There's yeah, there's a cellar right here. Blood. Look at that deer. That deer got sacrificed. Hung up. There's the stash box. Let's look around real quick. Okay. I think the door's locked from up here too. Yep. Guess now we could take this vehicle.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Barry was Barry. There's the farm. Oh, here's the thermos right here. Grab that real quick. So yeah, the game's trying to like play with you. It's trying to say, is this all really happening because Alan Wake is still down in the lake writing the story? Is this all a dream? Is he crazy? Did Alice never fall into the lake with the witch? Did she actually drown in real life years before? Like, what's going on? The game is like playing with you now. It's trying to throw you off, but put the pieces all together at the same time. It's testing you. Another coffee mug right here. Oh, I hear the darkness coming. That's where I gotta go. Ow! Oh shit, he's rampaging at me! Oh! Where's the car at? Oh, that's a typical glitch. Oh! Ow! That hurt. Get the car! Oh, he hit the car hard. Why'd I get out? Oh, why'd I get out? Yellow arrow right here. Let's go kill this guy, he's annoying me. There we go. No, he's not dead? There we go. Okay, the arrow's pointing me right here. Do a little side break. In here. Oh, sorry, I sneezed real bad. Another stash, more ammo, flares, hell yeah. More creepy breathing every time I get these stashes. What's up here? Nothing? Nothing. Old abandoned bed. Oh! Anything else? You never know what else you could find out here. Just a lot of rocks. Darkness is coming. You hear it. It can be very depressing at times, walking around here alone, by yourself in the woods. Oh shit. Close one. Let's get the heck out of here. Take a new car. My car is always just keys in these cars. Take this car instead. Radio tower up here, watchtower. Yeah, I get the hunting rifle.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
I wonder if he was talking about Alice or a random other lady. I gotta go over there. That white light over there is like ominous. Oh shit. Oh. Got achievement from that. Cool. Hey, let's drive out of here. Crazy weather. Oh shit.
You gotta be kidding.
That dark prison is not happy with me right now. think I'm done playing with those guys. Let's get off. Head to the next area. Everything's trying to kill me, even imaginary bulldozers created by the dark presence. A little checkpoint right there. Look at this, trees blocking my path. Wants me to jump down here. Cornfield. It's locked. Little arrow. Yeah.
Stay away from my daughter!
What daughter? What are you talking about? Oh shit, big guy. Stay away from his daughter, he said. Oh yeah, this Easter egg. Ow. There's like skeletons, spirits came alive to get you. I don't know why that was an Easter egg, but that was just weird. Always tripped me out. Okay. Nothing in here? Guess not. Okay, we explored this whole area. Now it's time to go this way, toward the crops.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn!
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Ow! We have to fight them all! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al, did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stuffed! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Rescue! No! Damn it! Goddamn turn-of-the-century wiring! Hang on, Al! I'll get them working again, I promise!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Ow!
Trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really?
Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it! God damn it! There! Back in the game! Yes!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
So that song was the Old Gods of Asgard song, Children of the Elder God. That was one of their songs they wrote. And here's a little fun fact: the Old Gods of Asgard are actually the band Poets of the Fall. Like that's their alter ego. They made an alter ego for the video game. So that's actually the Poets of the Fall playing that song. Which you know from the Max Payne game, they're and the dude Vlad, the character Vlad, whatever the dude they used for Vlad, he's the lead singer of Poets of the Fall. So yeah, they've been buddies ever since these games have been around, so they've always worked together. So the Poets of the Fall, their fictional band is Old Gods of Asgard for this game. That was one of their songs. So this is their stage in their farmhouse. So basically they're trying to say the Old Gods of Asgard were an old popular rock band in the 80s. Or 70s too, I think. And they lived out their glory days until they're a trio until one of the members died. And They retired here, the two Anderson brothers. They got a farm. They built the stage. And they had booby-trapped it because apparently they've been fighting the darkness for a while now. Even before Alan Wake. And apparently there's some moonshine here that they have that's going to help clear everything up. And solve all my answers.
This way to the farm!
So let me just keep looking around, because I know there's a manuscript page here somewhere I gotta grab. Ah, here it is. I knew it was somewhere.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Don't forget, just because we have Agent Nightingale from the FBI looking into Alan Wake's disappearance of his wife, and he's trigger happy and wants to kill him, and he's also apparently boozed up. Don't forget that we also have Deputy Mulligan and Thornton from the Sheriff's Department in Bright Falls. They were told by Sarah Breaker, to go get Alan Wake after he took off to the trailer park, and to investigate him in general, because all this crazy stuff that's happening with Alan. They've been picking up the clues, so that, don't forget that Mulligan and Thornton are still on the case as well, even though they're not as smart as Nightingale and they'll probably have his resources. They know this town way better because it's their town, and they're picking up all the clues, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, even though they're not fully aware of what Alan Wake's capable of and what he's being accused of. They just know that they're told to bring him in. So, which I don't know why they wouldn't know that his wife's missing and he's a suspect, so I don't know. But yeah, don't forget that Mulligan and Thornton are still looking for Alan Wake as well. They're just very slow on the trail. And Sheriff Breaker, I don't know where she's at the moment, but apparently she's getting intel as they go along looking through his, backtrack. So they're probably right now going to the freaking, what's it called? They're probably gonna head up to the Cauldron Lake Lounge and check out what he's doing over there, what caused that chaos, because they seem to be one step behind every time Alan Wake goes through these levels. They seem to be right behind him, trying to figure out the clues. Whereas Nightingale is like right on Alan Wake. He's like hunting him down, looking for him, and he's angry. So that's that, and let's continue. There's the farm. Let's make sure I have all the supplies. I don't want the shotgun, but I'll take the ammo. Also, if you noticed, during that big fight, I picked up a big, heavy-duty flashlight. Look at this big, huge flashlight. It's more powerful now. So it's really going to help with these fights. Which I'm very thankful for, because they're getting harder, these enemies. Push back. These little scarecrows look cool, too. I love scarecrows. In any folklore, in any storytelling, I love scarecrows. Like, I don't know why. Scarecrows look cool. Anything Scarecrow-esque, I'm all into it. I've always enjoyed Scarecrow aesthetics. It's just cool looking, and yeah, I think it's awesome. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's go follow Barry. There's a whale right here. All dried up.
see, bestseller. No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Hang on. You go get this manuscript page is way over here for some reason. But the game wants you to venture off. Traverse. Where is it? Somewhere over here. It's on one of these parts. Here it is.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
So basically, this is foreshadowing the events that might come to pass, where the deputies, probably Mulligan and Thornton, are taking Wake away, while FBI agent Nightingale is like freaking out with the manuscript in his hand, seeing his name in it, thinking, oh, he was gonna kill me next, or he had plans with me. That's the proof he needs to put Alan Wake away forever, that he's the murderer of this, murder case. I'm assuming that Sheriff Breaker called the FBI on Alan when he went missing. Herman Alice. But why he's so mad at Alan, we don't know yet.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Thought so. There we go. There's a little humor sprinkled out in this game. Lighthearted humor. Oh, just took a deep ball right there. He still has that cutout for some reason. He stole that cutout from Rose. Well, technically it was my cutout. I'm pretty sure Alice made a whole bunch for bookstores around the country.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff! They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Rest in peace, Ozzy. R.I.P. Damn. Some more ammo. Backstairs, or I mean backyard, or whatever. There's the Viking shields. They're all into this Viking stuff. Thermos. Alright, hopefully this TV works, man. Ah, yes,
sleep. We all spend a third of our dreams in its soft embrace, somewhere between fantasy and
hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a
real
way of
writing
forcing
job. What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of
or
your episodes?
Vice versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream, and the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat...
Oh...
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
And they woke up, so he woke up so they all died. Could this be a dream? Is that foreshadowing what this is? This whole game is a dream? And they mentioned a diver. And everybody being asleep. Could they all be asleep? Is Alan Wake just dreaming, and as soon as he wakes up, everybody dies? None of this is real, just in his head, in his dreams. Also, did you hear how he said that Alan used to write for the show? One of his first jobs was a writer on the show? Maybe that's why he's seeing these Night Springs episodes everywhere. Who knows? How do I get to the top? Oh. More Viking stuff. Manuscript.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Wow. So now we know that their moonshine is literally just water. Unfiltered water from the Cauldron Lake. So they're hallucinating off this water. And maybe that's why Odin has an eye patch, because maybe he did tear out his eye. And maybe that's why Thor's obsessed with lightning, because he's got a hammer. And apparently their songs have power, because they're artists, they're creators. So what does that mean? Does their music bring a reality, shape reality, just like Alan Wake's writing? What is it about this Cauldron Lake? Look at these old stones. What does this mean?
The
Or is this all a
looked
dream?
imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Oh yeah, that one. Maybe, who knows what this is? Who knows if this is all a dream or is this true?
Whoa! Good going, Al!
Old Gods of Asgard, the 1975 Ragnarok tour by Old Celestial Wrath and Furry. April 11th, Seattle, Bakersfield, Long Beach, New York, Jersey, Detroit, Jacksonville, Tampa, New Orleans, and Baton Rouge. Yes, they were very popular in the 70s. And there's the old Gods of Asgard logo with the crows, because Odin's obsessed with crows. They're the real deal, man. They were popular at one point. Oh no.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Where's this guy? There we go. Power line's been cut. Chicken fence, chicken coop. Cans are gonna shoot.
More than at the
Freaking darkness created a fake truck just to try to stop me. There's Barry right there. Okay, let's keep going. The old van they must have been rocking back in the day. Can't get in there.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
All Barry sees is money. That's all he gives a shit about.
Be careful, Al!
Want to hire up? Oh, damn!
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Not see that guy. How tall is this little building, man? For reals. More batteries.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Definitely tell one of them is out of Thornton and Mulligan, and one of them's the boss, and one of them's like the underling. I went really high up. There's the farmhouse. Remember we were over there at that watchtower?
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
The goods.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh. Oh shit. Whoa.
are 65 billion talented beings in the world.
Okay. Oh, before I go there, let me go check out over here first. Just make sure I don't leave nothing behind. Valhalla. Guess that's it. Okay, let's go to the next area. Back up this ladder. Now we're gonna jump down. Silo keys. No, doesn't blow up. That's weird.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Okay, man.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Here we go to Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
They were right by the lake too. Alright, it's time to go in.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Coffee thermos. The bathroom. Why are we both at the bathroom together? Old gods of Asgard. In the valley of my shadow. Oh, that was like a painting of the album cover. So that one painter was painting the album cover subconsciously. Another one. Bedroom of some sort.
Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
That's what I'm looking for. Gold records. Old Gods of Asgard. I got rockets. Got a little mini stage in here. Line V. Got some drums. That painting again of the album cover. So funny looking moves. Other albums.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Alright, time to go downstairs. Okay, where's the fuse box at? Another poster.
You know, this
the
place
value
looks
of my
kind of
channel.
lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Old gods know the truth. Another guitar. Manuscript page. Hello.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Oh. So he's about to remember what the hell happened that missing week. Another bedroom. Double bedroom. Oh, here we are.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Cynthia Weaver is the lamp lady?
The record's probably just a little dusty, Al. Give it a little thump. I want to hear this song.
I've never
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Now, is he remembering this?
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
It was a crazy, drunken dream. And yet, it was more than that. It was the truth. A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Am I stuck on a fence?
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in this study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
I'm stuck here.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a life to the words the poet used. Now the muse she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace. and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened waves. Till in the stillness of wonder and still in its misty crown, the Muse she went down to the lake, and in the waves she drowned. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny. The poet came down to the lake to call out to his dear. When there was no answer, he was overcome with fear. He searched in vain for his treasure lost, until soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back as his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her eyes. We're in a morning gown, sweet words as her disguise. He took her in without a word, for he saw his grave mistake, and vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake. Now if it's real or just a dream, one mystery remains, for it is set on moon